All right, so we're on week 1, day 2. We're gonna go ahead and start with the warm up. Warm up is the same as day 1. So we have a 500-meter run, or you can do 200 jump ropes, or you can run for 2 minutes in place. Or if you have some kind of workout equipment, you can just jump up on that workout equipment for 2 minutes. After we do the run, jump rope, or running in place, you do 25 meters lateral shuffles, 25 meters heel kicks twice, 5 push-ups, 5 lizard lunges, and 5 lateral lizard lunges twice. And then we'll get started on the workout. So let's get warmed up first, and then I'll explain to you how the workout works and the different exercises. Quiet, please. Thank you. Once you got your jump ropes for running, you have 25 meters of lateral shuffles. Don't hit me. Then 25 meters of heel kicks. And then you repeat back to lateral shuffles. And one more heel kick. So our workout on Tuesday was one of those to kind of push you to your limits. So we can revisit it later after the end of the 8 weeks and kind of see how much better and how much stronger we'll be. We got 5 push-ups. And then 5 lizard lunges, so feet underneath the hips and just rocking into each side. Pulling the opposite toe up, so stretching out calves, hamstrings, and then loosening up the hips. And 5 on each side. And then lateral lizard lunges, coming back, bringing the knee down, reaching across, and coming back in. Opposite side. And if you feel like you can stay up off the ground in your lunge, you can keep that back knee off. Do a couple of each if you want. Look at her. Tell her I told her to come here. repeat. So 5 more push-ups. 5 more lizard lunges. You gotta stay out here. You guys can get on the trampoline.
Yeah, I want you to go on the trampoline and play Ava.
There you go. Please. Thank you. Then the lateral lizard lunges again, 5 on each side. So I'll get into the explanation of the workout. We have 3 separate runs. If you don't have that distance mapped out, 500, a 250, and another 500, you can simply jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, then you can run in place, or you can pretend like you're jump roping in place and just count those. But workout is a 30-minute max time limit. So when the timer goes off at 30 minutes, you'll stop. If you finish before 30, then you're done. You get a cool down and stretch. So from the start, we'll go 500-meter run or whichever option you choose. Then our first set is going to be a weighted set. Now, if you don't have weights, any kettlebells or dumbbells, you can just do body weight for these. We have a kettlebell front squat on the right side and the left side. So basically you're doing 5 on each side, 6 on each side, 7 on each side, all the way through to 10. And then at the next exercise is our posterior goblet lunge. So if you don't have a kettlebell or a dumbbell or something weighted to hold, then just use your body weight. You'll get a great workout that way. So we're going to go 5 reps of each on each side, 6 reps of each on each side. So just staggering the 2 back and forth, 5 up to 10. When you've done 10 reps on each side of the exercises, you'll do another run or jump rope or running in place. So half the distance of the first run. Then when you are finished with that, we'll move to set 2. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reps of both of these exercises, atomic push-ups and box jumps. If you don't have a box, you can do the option of squat jumps or step-ups. After you finished all the reps of those, you have 1 more run or jump rope to complete the workout. There's a 30-minute time limit. I'm going to go through the exercises top to bottom, and then we're going to get started. So if you don't have a kettlebell, that's completely fine. But if you do have a kettlebell or a weight, kettlebell front squat is a right side and left side exercise. So you're going to hold the kettlebell in a rack position, so your elbow is tucked in at your side, your thumb is in up at your shoulder, and just keeping it close to your body. Now you don't want this weight to pull you sideways. We're going to keep your body up nice and tall. You're just going to sit back into a squat and come back up. So whatever the rep count is, right side finishes, and then left side goes. So if you feel yourself starting to lean into that weight, either lower your weight or drop the weight and just do body weight. So if you're doing body weight, I just want you to do regular squats. You're just going to double the reps. So it'd be like you're doing right and left side. Now we have the posterior goblet lunges. Same thing. If you do not have a kettlebell or a weight or anything, just body weight, I hold the kettlebell kind of upside down so the handle's towards my chest, and my thumbs are just looped around the horn. So nice, good grip. And basically, just holding it here, take a reverse stepping lunge on each side. That's 1 rep. So we have 5. That was 2 of our 5. If you want to just double it and count doubles the whole way, that's good too. If you don't have a weight, just body weight, okay? So you want your feet to go straight back behind you. You don't want to bring your feet. All right, continuing. So back to those reverse lunges. Just make sure that you're stepping straight back so your feet are on railroad tracks. And then that front knee stays over your front ankle. Then we'll move on to 50 run atomic push-ups. So we're going to start with our hands in a plank position. So right underneath our shoulders. We're gonna jump our hands out into a push-up and then jump back into plank. Now, there's a couple of options. You can bring your knees down and you can jump out to push up and step your hands back in. Okay, same thing if you're on your toes, you can jump out and step back in. Okay, so you don't have to be explosive each time, but lots of power through those push-ups. Then we have our box jumps. So if you have a box, let me get my Barbies off my box. You can use this, and if you're used to doing box jumps, go for it, feel free. But usually I like to step right up close to the box and just take a nice gradual step back, load into my legs, jump up, land into a squat, stand up, and I like to step off. Some folks like to jump on, jump off. I feel like as you progress through your workouts, that might be okay, but I still feel like once you get exhausted and you're tired, coming off of the box by stepping down is a little bit more safe than jumping off. We just have a little less risk of injuries. If you don't have a box, or you don't want to, or you have a box and you don't want to jump, we can make our box jump step ups, and I just count every time I come up, and I try to alternate on each leg. Okay. If you don't have a box, you don't want to jump or any of that, we can do squat extensions. So squat coming up on the toes for our box jumps. Now, if you're okay with jumping, you can squat jump. Just make sure you're landing nice and soft in your legs. So that's it. Those 4 exercises, counting up our reps, and then our run or jump rope in between. So make sure you have your jump rope or your path of running handy. I might mix mine up. I think I'll start with jump roping. I'll probably run my backyard for the 250, and I'll see how I feel for the last run. So I'm gonna put 30 minutes here on the clock. We'll see how long it takes. Just remember, go at your own pace. Make sure that your form is really good, and just make this your workout. 30 minutes is plenty of time working out, so even if you get into this set and the timer goes off, it's okay. No worries. All right, so we're starting up at the top. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, 200. Now we've got front squats, right and left side, starting with 5 reps on each side. So make sure you're sitting back into your heels, your chest is up, range of motion. If you like to do a deep squat, sitting way back past your knees, if you feel safe doing those, that's fine. If you are just starting out squats, maybe that nice quarter squat up at the top, or stopping where your knees come to 90 degrees. So 5 on each side. And then our goblet posterior lunges. So backward step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, back squats. So now I'm doing 6 on each side. So normally I like to have music with my workouts. It does help you keep a pace. Right now I have silence. So if you want to play some music while you do this workout, by all means. Back to squats. So if you're using a kettlebell, make sure you choose the weight that's appropriate for you. I'm using a 25, so it feels pretty good. I've got a 35 there, but we'll just look at it. So that's 7. So I like to continue, keep going straight through. If you need to stop, take a little breather, go for it, but then catch right back up. On to 8. If you feel yourself leaning in, drop the weight or lower it. But keeping our heart rates up. So we're at 8, a little back break, 9 of each. Make sure you're breathing, make sure you can hear me. Nine. 9. And lunges. Nice, 9. Move it on to our 10th rep count. We've got 23 minutes left. Hanging in there. So 10 on each side. Woo-wee. Just remember, it's a lot of reps. So if you started with a heavy kettlebell, feel free to drop. I don't want anything through your spine being damaged. So just be smart, work out smart. Woo-wee. We got lunges. So I'm choosing that 250 run. So I'm going to run my map route in my back route and backyard. So I'll be right back, but feel free to do jump ropes, run, or run in place. So run's done. Now I'm going to count back up, starting with my push-ups, move into my box jumps, and then ending with a jump rope or run. So 5 atomic push-ups, hands underneath your shoulders, jump out, jump in. So 5 of those, and then 5 box jumps. Back at it, 6 of each. So remember the options for those atomic push-ups on your knees. They're still quite effective. So jumping out, jumping in. I'll show you 6. Option for box jumps is a step up. So I'll show you this for this round. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still really effective there too. If you wanted to, with the box, you could always add a weight. So now I've got 7. Let's see. Remember, you can walk in. I have to show you those. 7. Next option for box jumps is a squat jump. So squatting, lift it up off your toes, jumping. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving on to 8. So you can start off really strong. See how far you can last. And then, if you need, knees come down. That's 8. Last option for box jumps our squat extensions. So basically doing that squat jump without leaving the floor. So you're going to squat, reach towards your ankles, up and extend quickly. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, option. 9. And back to the box. So your boxes come in all different sizes. You can make this one smaller by flipping it. That way it'll be a little bit easier. Or you can make it even taller. I'm not sure if I've done this one yet. Yeah. And I lost count. But I'm supposed to get 9. And I think that might be 9 there. If not, oops. Now I'm on 10. Last 10 of these. I'm gonna go back to my normal effective height. Now for my jump ropes. So I still got 15 minutes left. If you still are not as far as I am, just set you a timer to go off 15 minutes from now. That way, if this video is cut a little bit shorter than 15, you won't lose your time and you can just pause and do your cool down with me. So, jump rope in, 200 jump rope. I don't know what's going on with my jump ropes. Well, part 3 of this video. My other recording device is needing some extra storage space. So, all I have to do is finish my 100 and then I'm done. Had 80 in a row. So I had about 12 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch. So if you are not done, just pause the video, finish out your time, and once your 30-minute timer goes off, you get a stretch. So let's stretch out our hips first and our hip flexors. So come on down onto your knees and then take one foot forward and let your hips kind of sink down towards the ground. So we're getting this back hip flexor stretched out. Now I like to lift my chest up towards the sky and just take in some nice deep breaths. If it helps, you can take that same arm as the back leg and just reach up and over. Trying not to twist across, but keeping straight forward. Now if that's just too much, you can keep your arm down. And then we're gonna take our arm across our front leg and twist open up to the back. So think about squeezing your insides and really trying to open the shoulder up and back, looking back across your back shoulder. Again, some nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Then you're gonna rotate forward, sit back into your hips and lengthen out your front leg. So whatever is most comfortable for your foot and your ankle, you can point your toe or you can flex your toes back. The more you flex back, the more that hamstring's gonna be stretched out. So you want your hips to stay high, and you're really just keeping your back straight and reaching your chest forward towards your toes. Some people like to sit back in their hips like this. Didn't really feel much, but if it works for you, go for it. And then we're just gonna switch sides. So other foot comes forward, hips come down, chest comes up. Nice deep breaths. Same thing, this arm up, and just a slight bend to the side. And you want to hold your stretches about 12 to 20 seconds a piece. So maybe 3 or 4 breaths each, and then crossing. So arm comes across the outside of the knee, and then reaching back over your shoulder. Okay, sitting back into the hips, lengthening out that front leg. If you are very flexible, you can take your hands wider and your chest closer to your knee, or your nose even down towards your knee. But just listen to your body, do what's best for you and your stretching abilities. Okay, then we're gonna take both knees back underneath our hips, and we're gonna extend one leg straight out from your hip out to the side. Now, if you feel that stretch on your inner thigh, you go ahead and stay there. If you need more of a stretch, you can come on down to the elbows. And you're just sitting back into your hips, pushing your hips back towards your back heel. Or you can move around in this stretch. Feels good too. Okay, then you're gonna come back up, keeping that leg open, and just open that top arm, stacking the shoulders. And then bring it back down, switching sides, other leg out, same thing, stay up, or come down. Get some puppies. Okay, same thing, hands on their shoulders, stack, opening up. Hands come down. We're going to tuck our back toes under, hands are about shoulder distance, feet are hip distance. Push back into a downward dog. So hips up nice and high, heels down towards the floor, chest through towards your legs. And then you're just going to walk your hands towards your feet into a forward fold. And then slowly bring yourself up. If you need balance, find something to hold on to.
Mommy, I need help. I can't get this part off.
Stretching out the quads. Changing toddlers. Ava. And then switching sides.
I'm doing it, Mom.
You got it. Okay, then we're going to take, oops, sorry buddy, taking our arm across the nice shoulder stretch. Switching sides. Taking our hands back behind, placing the fingers, pushing knuckles down, opening chest, rolling the shoulders back. Dusk stretch. Take a big breath in, arms come up. And a big breath out. Nice. Well done.